welcome to my channel, Not Your Regular Vegan. I am Amelia, and this is actually my first post. So, hey YouTube, I am excited to be here and share some interesting things I've learned about being a vegan with you guys. But actually, why am I here? Well, I have been vegan for about 3 years now, and one of the main problems I had with transitioning from actually a vegetarian to a full vegan was missing some of those dishes I used to love to eat. And I'm from the South, so if you know anything about food from the South, it may be really hard for you to be vegan if you love Southern food. But I wanted to continue to be a vegan, and so I wanted to continue to be able to eat those foods and those dishes that I love. And so I had to learn how to change those regular dishes into vegan dishes. And that's basically what I wanted to share with you guys. I can share that with anybody who's trying to be vegan, who is vegan for just one day out of the week, or who just want to try some no meat options, which can be really healthy for you. So that's why I'm here. I wanted to share how to do that with you guys. Now I do not cook every day of the week. That is just totally not my life. But I will make sure that I post a video for you guys here at least once a week. So be sure to pop back here to Not Your Regular Vegan at least once a week so that you can see the new vegan options that we've come up with. If you like the video, please go ahead and subscribe and like the videos so that you can see some other things that are coming through. Now, what I'm going to start with is a very lazy, very regular Sloppy Joe. It was a Saturday. It was college football. I am a huge football fan, and I just wanted to cook something really quick so I can get back to watching my college football, and that happened to be a Sloppy Joe. So if you want to find out how I turned a regular Sloppy Joe into a vegan-friendly Sloppy Joe, stay tuned. So the first thing I'm going to do is chop up my bell pepper, and I have about a medium-sized bell pepper here, and you only need about half of this bell pepper, but I'm going to actually use the entire bell pepper simply because I love bell peppers. I am obsessed with them, and I'm going to put the whole bell pepper in my Sloppy Joe sauce. So I'm going to chop this bell pepper up until it gets the consistency I want. I want it to be really chunky because I like really chunky vegetables in my Sloppy Joe. That's what to me makes it actually sloppy. So I'm just going to chop these up until I get the consistency I want. And then after that, I'm going to grab my onion. I love this little onion saver. It keeps the onion so fresh. But anyway, I'm going to do my onion the exact same way as I did the bell pepper. However, I'm just going to use about half this bell pepper about half this onion. This is actually an onion because I don't want the taste of the onion to overpower the flavor in my sauce. So I'm just going to continue to chop these up until I get the consistency I want. And there it is, my bell peppers and onions. Now up next is the most important part of your vegan Sloppy Joe. This is my favorite vegan sausage here. If you'd like to know what it is, just check out the description below and I'll be sure to post it there. But the first thing I'm going to do with this sausage is, of course, you want to remove the plastic wrap. And I am going to chop it into little medallions. After I do that, I'm going to keep chopping away until it gets to a consistency of like a ground turkey or, a ground beef. Now, you can use a food processor for this, but I really don't like to use the food processor because it can make the meat too grainy, which you don't want to have grainy Sloppy Joe sauce. And after that's easy. First, we're going to go ahead and saute our vegetables just a little bit. I'm going to saute until the onions get a little translucent and until the bell peppers get a little charred. After that, we are just going to throw our vegan ground chuck or ground turkey, whatever you want to call it, vegan sausage into the pan with our peppers and onions and saute a little bit. Now, it's okay to add a little bit more olive oil into the ground meat because unlike animal meat, it doesn't have any animal fat, so it doesn't make its own oil. So it's okay to throw a little bit more olive oil in there just to get the frying going and get the kind of like the charred taste that you would get from, your regular meat. After that, I'm going to throw in my favorite Sloppy Joe sauce, which is Manwich, which is actually vegan. Make sure you read those labels to make sure things are vegan, because Manwich does have a sauce that does have meat in it, but this one does not. It's just tomato sauce and spices, and we're going to stir that up really good. Now, when I was a young kid, my grandmother used to put ketchup in her Sloppy Joe sauce, and it gives it a little bit more tanginess to it, which to this day I still love, so ketchup it is. And look at that, it's awesome. Look at that, our vegan Sloppy Joe sauce. And I'm just gonna throw that on some whole wheat bread with maybe a big old slice of tomato. And there it is, a vegan Sloppy Joe. Like I said, I wasn't cooking. It's just a shop Sloppy Joe, some chips, so I can get back to my college football. And there you have it, a not your regular vegan Sloppy Joe.